Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are talking about another itty bitty little teeny tiny pamphlet book. So this is half the size of the last itty bitty little pamphlet book that we talked about. So this is The Truth About Herb Magic by Scott Cunningham. It was a series, I guess, from Llewellyn. It says Llewellyn's Vanguard series, so itsy bitsy. It's like maybe 50 pages. Yeah, it's 46 pages and then it's got a little extra fluff at the end. This was published in 1994. And once again, this is a book that I had bought used eons ago. I'm trying to get through my stash of books that I currently own and not buy a bunch of new ones. So we're going with old and random for a good while now. So going along with the more traditional things of when you think of Scott Cunningham, this book is packed full of information. Again, while it is a very tiny book, it is a really great introduction into herb magic. If you're just starting to get into herbs and it's something that you're interested in and you want to kind of just get a brief idea of like, is this something I want to pursue? It's a great place to start. And he does include a few different spells and stuff in here. Of course, it's not a lot because it's an introductory book and it's 46 pages long and they're small pages to begin with. This is also a really great book if you do a lot of herb magic and even just magic in general and you have somebody who's mildly interested in like what you're doing and just kind of curious to be like, hey, this book kind of gives you an idea of what I do. The reason this one is really nice is because it literally feels like a pamphlet. It's so tiny that anybody could feel like they could sit down and read this in literally an hour or two, maybe a little longer if you read a little slower, but for the most part, this is a super fast read. And so if somebody's curious, you just be like, here's our little pamphlet of what I do. As per usual, this is very well researched. Scott Cunningham, for the most part, has had really fantastic books. And if it's a topic that you're interested in pursuing further, he has other books on the topic. Every author worth their salt is going to talk about this one from him. This is the book every author will quote. I swear 90% of the witchy books you find on the market that came out after this will quote this book because it has so much information in here. I don't know if I would say you should sit down and read this cover to cover. I haven't personally read it cover to cover because it's a lot of just like when you need to look at an herb, you go to that page kind of a deal. But yeah, it's one of those where you're just like, oh, cool. Like things that I appreciate, like he talks about sagebrush, not just sage, because we have sagebrush everywhere out here. On a magical front, he also has these two that kind of talk about it a little bit as well, because he is really more focused in on a lot of herb stuff, so like obviously gonna be some good resources. Eventually I will do book reviews on these, but we're getting there. And my last resource, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about herb magic from Scott Cunningham, he has a DVD. So this is actually uploaded on YouTube. I don't know how long it's gonna stay there, because you never know. But I think there's currently 2 uploads of it, but I didn't want to risk that, so I bought it. But it's Scott Cunningham's Herb Magic. Learn expert secrets for creating your own enchanting magical oils, incense, sachets, powders, tinctures, and bath salts. This is fantastic, and I think it was in Whispers of the Moon, if you read about like the backstory of this, it's hilarious. Conveniently, I'm starting to move all of the library behind me so I can just grab the books, but yeah, this is the book, I'm pretty sure they talk about it. Whispers of the Moon, The Life and Work of Scott Cunningham. It talks about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Like seriously, if Scott had access to the technology we have today, we would have so much information up there, it'd be insane. But alas, he died before social media became like a thing. So anyways, that is it for this itty bitty little pamphlet book. I hope this has been helpful and kind of give you an idea about it. I haven't seen any reviews really of this book. I don't even think on Goodreads anybody actually talked about it, it was just stars. So anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day. I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. I post there pretty often as well. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.